everyone, welcome on in and welcome back to our Theros campaign. Last time was a lot of fun, at least for me. I don't know what the others thought, but I hope they had fun too.
Outrageous!
Why is that not popping up? I don't know. Let me check why that is not popping up. Did my browser's sources break again?
I heard a voice.
Yeah, it plays the sound.
It is all it does.
Oh, here we go. I have a thing, and let's add the second one. Oh, wait. That's what I needed to do. Thank you for reminding me.
You're welcome.
Yes.
No, Sen was playing both characters as Victor and Itu.
Yeah, I am playing Victor today.
Looks nice.
What?
That must be very obvious.
Yeah, it looks very obvious on stream.
But I decided E2 is so amazing, he doesn't need my help. So in order for me to have something to do, I'll just play as Victor.
Let me do this. There we go. Yes. It is very warm in Sweden today, so if my brain is more wonky than usual, that is what I'm going to blame. It has nothing to do with me being all over the place, as usual. But yeah, I've already said welcome on in. Yeah, the music you're listening to right now is by Adrian von Ziegler. It is part of his Roman music collection. So please go check that out if you want to, either in the About section of this channel or by typing in !music2. The map you're seeing right now and the maps used during this session are made by me in Incarnate, as well as the Starting Soon and the overlay. Siri is still not getting a hellhound yet.
No.
Honestly, I believe we can always come back. We'll eventually have to go back in order to tell.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring
what's the name
Franklin
again?
back.
God? We can always go this thing.
Franklin and Roberto is coming home with me later.
Atheos. We'll have to eventually tell Atheos and give him the tokens and all that. At that point, we can get those hounds.
Yes.
Or not those, but different.
No. We want the same ones. I want Franklin and Roberto.
We shall see about this. It might come
Yeah,
up.
good luck.
What else? Sound effects during the game will be by Sirenscape, which is part of their free sound sets that you can get with a free subscription to their page. I think some of them are from their that I bought as well, but you can find a full list of all credits over on my About section on this channel. I should be. The VTT we're using is Above VTT, which is a browser extension for Chrome and Firefox that integrates D&D Beyond. And some of the art that is going to be featured is from the Mythical Odysseys of Theros campaign setting book, available, everywhere you can buy D&D stuff, basically. I will try to credit the artist whenever possible. Let me check who the first guy is. I put that on the wrong screen. The guy you see at the lower right-hand corner, Athreos, is a modification. The token is made from an image made by Ryan Barger, and the whole
I don't
image.
think you can actually see it on stream.
You can't?
No. It's just a bit too far to the right. You only capture a small part of the entire map.
Let me. Oh yeah, it's just out of screen. It's not supposed to be though. Yeah, let me do this real quick, because you're supposed to be there. There you go. It's just out of. in that corner down there.
There you go.
But yeah, that image is made by Ryan Barger, and the whole image can be found in the Mythical Odysseys of Theros campaign book. It is amazing. I highly recommend checking it out. Oh yeah, big thing. You can donate to the stream and give the players some perks. Last time the players were given, well, one of the players was given a Phoenix egg thanks to a channel point donation by Carnes. But yeah, if you type in exclamation point perks, there we go. You can be a part of the plot by donating either dollars or channel points. Each tier gives different rewards, and you can give everything from hero points or twist points for me. Or say give someone a nat 20. But yeah, you can either donate dollars or channel points. That is entirely up to you. There was something else I was going to say, but I've forgotten it, and if I remember it, I will be talking about it later. But for now, does anyone want to give us a recap of what happened last time?
I want to point out that it's either both Ichu and Victor as Sen on the stream.
Yeah, like I said, I'll be playing your character today.
Oh, come
Do
on!
give me some help with that, because I don't know his stats or anything, but...
Oh, sorry about that. For some reason, the camera decided to do that.
He's taking over! No!
Let me see if I can find Victor for us.
Don't worry, I have experience playing tieflings.
I think we're better not saying Victor.
There we go. That should be correct.
Hey!
And,
There are no live streams without tech issues.
Yeah, tech issues everywhere.
Yes, but yeah. Now, does anyone want to give us a recap of what happened last time?
Oh, you're not coming. I'm only going downstairs. Okay, can you please just get
Everyone is quiet.
How in depth do you want it?
Just a quick recap, so people who jump in might not have to rewatch all the 4 hours.
Okay. Us bunch of misfits. All appeared one morning, day, afternoon. Who knows? In the underworld, where the ferryman was waiting for us. He told us that we were chosen champions of our deities, and that he had a job for us, which was to return 8 people who have taken, or each have a medallion, back to the underworld. But he wanted to test us by closing a gate. So he took us across a river to this island where we met. I can't remember the name of the. Who was it?
Rosa,
Yes,
my
that
new
person.
BFF.
Yeah. She seemed to have 2 pet hellhounds, and we had quite a conversation. No actual combat. We managed to persuade her that we had a job to do, and no one needed to get hurt, basically. So yeah, we persuaded her that we were closing the gate. We let her go back through the gate, for better or worse. And we started to return back to the ferryman. I think that sums it up.
Yeah, that sounds about right. So yeah, let's get this. Unless someone wants to add something to it, let's get this session underway. Ow. Just hit my hand on my
Well,
desk.
we did find a magical lyre as well.
Yes.
Lyre
Oh
player.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
you did.
That was handed to Ciri, the bard. After showing it to the Leonin first, but it was a bit small. Big hands, tiny instrument.
It happens. Not all instruments made equal.
Sorry.
I will get my very own special life one day.
One day. Everything can happen in a mythical setting, basically.
Just wait till I start to make a fucking accordion.
I mean, come on, but there are 2 tieflings in a setting that doesn't really have them, so we just made them happen. Because we can do that. That's the joy of homebrewing stuff. That's not where you're supposed to be. You're supposed to be over here. But yeah. Cat is just meowing at my door now.
The cats.
Yeah. So in the misty darkness of the underworld, with the waves lapping at the shores, you see the boat of the ferryman come closer to the beach you're standing at. The lantern hanging from the hook of his staff casts a dim light all around you. As he approaches and hits the shoreline, he looks up at you and looks around, and noticing that the music has stopped, he nods once and looks between you. Now I'm trying to remember how to do that voice again. It would seem that you've managed to close the gate. The lack of light and song from this island is all the indication I need.
Ask, there's never any doubt you would succeed.
We were very successful.
What am your best friend?
I do not know what you mean by this best friend, but as you are successful, I feel confident sharing the first of your big tasks with you. Far from these shores lay, once kissed by sunlight and surrounded by the calls of seagulls. Under these waves live a warlord of sorts that fell in battle, craving to return to the surface to protect his friends and family once more. I gave him that boon, gave him the medallion, and he returned with the promise of coming back here where he belongs as soon as his task was done. This was over a century ago, and while his type are long-lived, they do not live that long. I wish for you to return the medallion to me.
Directions? Any names?
Once, when he was alive, he was known as Raldas of the Depth, one of the proud people of the Tritons.
I'm sorry, could you repeat the name?
Raldas of the Depth.
The White Top.
D-E-P-T-H. Depth.
Yes, that is. No, it's the actual name that.
Yeah, Raldas is his name.
Raldas of the
Raldas.
Death, and he's a trident.
Triton.
Definitely am butchering the name.
And he was a Triton warrior, did you say?
Yes.
Triton.
Do you happen to have his address or anything like that?
1 Barnacle Lane.
I do not.
Face palming.
I do not know exactly where he resides, but I can show you a way out that will take you to the location closest to his last known whereabouts.
Which is?
The southern shores, not far from I think it's the southern shores. Before I actually do something dumb, let me check. It's close to Meletis.
Oh.
Let me double check before I say something dumb. I think it's the southern shores.
Let's get a map.
The southern or the southern?
If I remember right, Meletis is to the south of the map. Like,
Yeah, I think so.
that's not what I wanted to do. But let me double check that.
Meletis is,
World of Theros.
I would say, to the southwest, actually.
Yeah. So, there's a little hook where the city of Meletis is, and so a bit further down it goes like this. So you're gonna be dropped off like right over here, and then Meletis would be to the east of where you're gonna be dropped off.
To the east.
It's not close to Alteros, is it?
No.
Okay.
So on the world map you have Meletis, and then the beach goes like this, and
Yeah.
then back out again. So you're gonna be dropped off here.
So near Oxus.
No, between
Between them.
between the two.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
put a map in our Discord, by the way.
Yeah.
For reference.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I have never actually played Magic the Gathering, so I'm pretty new to the maps. I've studied them, but my memory is shot because of the heat. But yeah. Yeah, so it would be in that little bay area between Meletis and Oxus.
Oh, but between Meletis and Oxus?
Yeah, there's like a little thing like this. It's like a bay
Yeah.
in between the two.
Okay.
Where was I? Oh yeah. So if you are ready to depart, I can ferry you over to the the land of the living once more, and let you embark on your journey.
Sergio is gonna be like, are those your dogs?
I do not keep dogs or pets of any kind, no.
Can I have one?
I do not feel that you are qualified to care for them as of yet.
She's gonna like pout a little bit like, fine.
Quick reminder, how big are you again?
Me?
How tall are you again? Yeah?
5'3".
Great, so Ito will just walk up, pick you back up by the scruff of your neck, and then just... No dogs.
She's gonna
So
look
speaks
at
the
him
cat.
like really mad, like, put me down. Now.
Good.
I kinda put myself in between and kinda just putting a hand on his chest and like, okay, back off.
Between them,
Let her go
I'm getting
and back
pretty
off.
mad, like, pushing into
I
the
already
window.
put it down.
Yeah.
Like going behind and like jolting into Leo behind me, like, oh, sorry.
I'll just kind of grab you and cushion your fall.
Thank you.
It's like only a foot drop.
Don't put her in danger, okay? She's my responsibility. If you adventure it, we're gonna have a problem.
Responsibility, and now she's mad. She's just
Just
going
slap
into
you on the
boat and be
back,
like, I'm no one's
say there's never any
responsibility.
danger.
Screw you guys, I'm going on to the boat.
I'm just looking confused. I'm like, what? Why are we fighting?
I'm going to step in the middle and say, this is not a herd. We need to be more together in this. If we are falling out already, this is going to be a very short rest.
There is just pounding in the boat. She's like, I'm not no one's responsibility. She's like whispering to, I'm no one's responsibility. I'm responsible for myself. No one here is supposed to protect me, but everyone is like,
I'm
"Oh,
your
yeah."
bodyguard. I'm literally your bodyguard.
You're not my bodyguard. You're my friend.
And bodyguard. That's what I was hired for. To begin
I'm
with.
not paying you.
No, your boss was. Was,
Yeah,
I might add.
we saw how good that went, didn't we?
No, we didn't.
Yeah, then shush.
I'm still your
Shush.
guard.
Shush.
No.
Shush.
My head's just going like watching tennis, just like watching these two argue. It's like,
I'm just rolling my eyes like.
There you go. I want to go back to the living world. I'm not allowed to have a hellhound either, so.
Alright, so we are going to these shores. How long ago was he there? Roughly. Was it like yesterday, 2 weeks ago, 3 centuries ago? How long ago are we talking?
Only been there for a century.
From the information I have managed to gather, I lost my train of thought. Sorry. From the information I have managed to gather, he has made a form of settlement near the strand. And from what I can discern, the last time he was seen near these shores was but a couple of days ago. Not that time
Come on.
down here has any meaning.
How long have we been here?
You have been here but a few hours.
Are you sure?
From as far as I can tell, yes.
Okay, we're leaving. Come on.
A final question. We're supposed
No,
to bring
I've
them
actually-
back. Does that mean we are supposed to kill
Only
them?
the bandits.
Or are we tying them up and dragging them to a door somewhere?
Do you just want us to get the coin medallion thing?
The medallions themselves are on their person. How you acquire their souls and these medallions is entirely up to you.
Okay, so there's the medallion and the soul then.
Yes.
In other
Those
words,
go
kill them.
together. Get
The-
one, you get the other.
The easiest way and the most expedient way would be indeed to kill them. Keep in mind that they are technically not alive by mortal standards, having
Does-
perished centuries before.
Does that mean we gotta take the medallion off them first before killing them?
How you go about acquiring the medallions is your choice, in which order you want, or
So we're going on a murder spree?
If you get
Oh
the
no,
straight, then we give
technically
her the
they're dead
medallion.
already.
Why not? Besides, already dead.
We're going on a make sure they're dead spree.
You're talking to a person who's never killed or hurt anyone. She's like compressing everything. Like, I'm becoming a murderer? Question mark.
If
No,
you
they are
can
already dead.
convince
It's
them,
not a murderer. It's a noble warrior.
if
Do you fight for a cause?
if you can convince them to return here willingly, that is also an option.
Do that.
But does it make a difference to you?
No, it does not make no difference. It makes no difference to me. All I need is for their soul to cross this river. If they walk down here on their own accord, or if you bring their souls, it matters nothing one way or another.
Alright.
Fine
No
with
questions asked, I guess.
No, actually, I have one. Is this Triton does he have any like key features? Does he use like an actual Triton for a
Is he
weapon?
handsome?
Does he... No, that's not important. We need to know.
I want to know how he
Does he have a
looks so I
pink
can
horse?
look after
No,
him.
there's lots of Tritons out here in this land. We need some information to point him out. Like,
Does he have dark hair, blonde hair?
Does he have a pink horse?
Big or small?
In life, he was a rather statuesque version of his species, and favored wielding two swords crafted from the beings living below the waves.
So handsome, wielding two swords. I got it.
What is it with you and handsome?
I'm calling everyone handsome. I mean, like, Leo is handsome.
Yeah,
the
but
big-
like,
the big
are you planning on getting laid with them first before killing them or something?
I don't think so.
She's just pissed off right now. Oh, maybe I will.
That's kind of necrophilia, but okay.
I'm gonna say to
You do.
I'm gonna say. So, are you sure you're not a couple? Because you are acting like you're very jealous. I say it to.
It's my best friend.
I'm her bodyguard. And best friend.
Very jealous one, it seems.
I'm a protective one.
Indeed, too protective for my taste.
Listen, I promised your mother to protect you, okay?
Yeah, and I promise.
With my
mom to stay
life.
safe. Can we please just leave? This is getting nowhere.
I mean, we could still talk while traveling, but kind of worn out subject at the moment.
I'm just gonna go behind. Who's in the boat already?
Me?
You're in the boat. Okay, I'm just
Yep.
gonna sit behind him. So, gonna be like this, like.
With that same patient, blank look, the Arthros just waits for everyone to get into the boat.
He's immortal. It's only like a blink of an eye for him.
Yeah.
Risk.
He has seen mortals come and go, well, more walk
Come.
past than go, but to him it's just like, they will be done soon, and I have literally all the time in the world.
Yep.
He does.
Well, I don't have any more questions, so we might as well leave. Unless someone else has a question.
No.
Nope.
You slowly...
I'm just streaming my lyre inside the boat.
Oh, I'm joining. I have a liar too now.
To the to the sound of strings being played in this otherwise very gloomy cavern, and the river water lapping around your boat, you slowly. That's not what I intended, but okay, it fits. You make your way to the other strand, and as you step onto the ground, the darkness seems to fade away, and a crack opens in the dim fog. And just outside, you can see sunlight. Start with this and put you on the right. There we go.
So we can finally see sunlight.
Yes. You can see
Should
sunlight streaming in, and the sound of, hopefully, at some time soon this century, Sirenscape, seagulls and waves seagulls screeching up above and waves breaking on the beach.
And just take a. There's just gonna take a deep breath and be like, ah.
This is more like it. I've yearned for nature.
Not entirely. No.
I prefer some fresh air as well.
Although this
Always
is not my
good to feel the
usual.
sound beneath your feet.
Nope. There we go. I just need to restart Sirenscape because it's being dumb.
While you're doing that, Victor is gonna just kneel down on the ground and grab some sand in his hand. Just feeling the ground. And then kinda like you wash your face with water, he does with the sand. Kinda just rub it a bit. I just like the touch of sand.
What, you do not get it in your eyes, young tiefling?
You can't see the map at all?
No, I can't.
You might have to reload the page. I'm trying to get Sirenscape to cooperate.
Tech issues every time.
Yes. More tech
Always
issues.
something.
And hi,
I've refreshed
Princess.
twice. Let me come right out. Give a kick.
Okay, I swear this worked earlier. Okay, then we just do it this way.
Ah, there you go. I can see it now.
Yeah.
Victor,
There we go, there are the seagulls.
Victor? Victor, can you hear me?
Yep. We hear you.
Why do you rub the sand on your face? This seems counterproductive. You would get it in your eyes.
I'm not getting it into my eyes. I just like the touch of sand. Plus, it's good scrubbing your face from time to time.
He likes the
Removes
rubbing.
dead skin.
You are a curious one.
What, you cut out there for a second?
You are a curious one. I would like to find out more about your kind.
Well, I can say I'm used to getting my face shoved into the sand, so it's nice to having a softer touch to it once in a while.
But this sounds less like a racial thing, more of a bullying within your community.
It's more like a ritual thing from my past.
You have had to deal with many ordeals to to get to the position you are currently in?
Currently, I'm in no position at all, except between her and any dangers.
In the middle of their conversation, I'm just going to suddenly go, "Whoa, look, fish!"
Yeah.
They're
Eating
gonna
all
be,
day.
like, gonna go up to him and like tap him on the shoulder, like, yeah, fish. It's normal. It's the sea.
I
You've never seen the sea before?
don't really come to the sea very often.
She's just gonna hug him and be like, he's so precious. And then
Okay.
look at everyone like, you haven't seen the sea, you haven't seen fish. We have to protect this poor soul.
I mean, it's not a big deal, is it?
You want to see the fish up close?
She's still petting him like, he is precious for this world.
Yeah, I want to catch one.
Then let me show you how it's done. So I take out some rope from my backpack. I tie it around the javelin, and I throw it into the water at the fish. Trying to, like, a harpoon fish.
Okay. Yeah, give me an attack roll to see if you catch fish.
This is an 8.
Yeah, no.
Can I do that as well with a dart?
Sure.
You're tying a rope around the dart.
Seeing him do what he did with the javelin, I would also like to try because I have javelins.
Sure.
I'll just give you my, give you best shot.
Oh, that's interesting. I'll try. That is.
Why isn't it rolling?
Sometimes it's slow. One.
No, it comes up like
That is a 20 from me.
I don't know. I just can't roll for it. So
But yeah, sometimes it takes a minute to load in.
Yeah, one of
No,
the
you get-
things you can do is that instead of rolling in the VTT, if you just roll it in your character sheets, sometimes it's faster.
well, that's what I was trying to do.
Ah, that's weird.
But it like when I click on the dart, the attack roll, it comes up the equipment bar thing.
Oh, have you equipped your darts? Because you have to tick the boxes as well.
Yeah, they should be equipped.
So you can see, if you can see them on the action step in the attack, then they're not equipped.
Do I need to click in dedicated weapon? Is that it?
Let me double check.
Can you use them without?
They are equipped. What you might have to do, I'm not sure if it has done that, but if... No, it should be prompted as soon as you join. That is odd.
Well,
Like
there-
this is what I get up. Basically.
Weird.
Tremazan
There
at
we
this
go,
point is
even
going to.
more.
Oh, you shouldn't
Tremazan
have
at this
to-
point.
Oh wait, do I have to maybe do? Like
A
that? No?
dedicated weapon is a new thing. You shouldn't have. You should just be able to click on it under your actions.
So while they're fishing, I'm gonna go up to Drosana and be like, well, this is a thing.
You
Yes.
should have them actually.
It seems that these tieflings are very easily distracted. I was having a conversation with one and he ran off and started fishing.
I'm just gonna look up at him and be like, I'm a tiefling.
Ah, yes, so you are.
Are you saying I'm easily distracted?
And
Well, your comrade certainly is.
Well, yeah.
Have you eaten anything?
I'll just roll manually, I guess.
yeah, if it doesn't work, just roll manually and add your bonus. And yeah, Leo, you managed to spear one of the fish on your very first try. As does Victor.
Nice
Ah,
plan.
I think
So-
I think I got it. I'm gonna hang on.
So basically, what I'm doing is I'm jumping out into the water.
Yeah.
And I'm just aiming for a fish and just slamming the dart down through the water and hitting it.
Ah, okay.
Like a knife.
So, your son, where are you from?
I am from a very far off place you've probably not heard of.
Well, you never know. I heard lots of stories in the brothel.
Oh yes, of course. How do I forget? How could I forget your background?
Oh God, it's massive! Look at it.
I wasn't in the brothel. My mom was. Okay.
Do we add a ration or something?
So, considering that this is Leo's first time fishing, but fishing isn't all that difficult, I'd say that for the fish you get, the combined value would be 4 rations. If you don't eat like
Meat or fish?
if you don't just stuff your face, it'll be for 5 rations. But
Each or split between us?
split between you. So the 2 fish would basically be able to give 1 meal to all 5 of you. So they're pretty large fish that you managed to get out.
Alright, I'll just add 2 to my ration.
Yep.
Where are you from, you said? Frozen?
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
Sorry, I was wandering off while people are fishing. Yes, I am from a territory very far from here. You probably have not heard of it. I trade with I'm from the Lagona merchants. I don't know if you've heard of them.
I heard of them. The question is.
Give me a history check. Have you heard of it?
History. If I can find it.
Yeah, top.
Yeah, I found it. Found it!
Let me double check.
19!
You just get all the good rolls now.
No.
You get all the big ones later.
There we go. Yes, you have heard of them. You have never actually met one of the Lagona tribe yourself before. But you have heard stories about it, like Lagona band. Previously, you know how they, you know that they tend to be the only tribe that really deals with other, like with the cities. They do trade with the cities of Listes, Krimnos, and Meletis frequently.
Okay.
And,
Yeah, I've heard of them. You trade.
yes.
You actually trade with people.
Well, I myself do not trade. I am my comrades and my fellow centaurs, Lagona centaurs, do trade, but I am more of a protector and healer of my tribe. I look after the tradesmen, we say, and the villages of my tribe, and I've thus been brought forward into this quest, and I'm actually quite anxious as to who is looking after my people while I'm here.
That's understandable that you're worried about your family.
Yes, there are other warriors, of course, but as far as healers are concerned, we are few and far between.
Well, if they're as big and strong as you, they're gonna be fine.
Well,
And pat him on his. One of his legs, like, they're there.
pat him on the
Like,
thigh.
He's really tall.
Well, apparently it is the wish of my goddess, Aelia, and I can understand this, as she does not wish for the corruption of nature, for the dead to return to the living, and thus I am compelled to follow this quest through.
If it helps, I have no idea why I'm here.
Well, I am glad you are here, because you are a nice tiefling, as far as I can see.
Thank you. I
I-
guess.
I have never met your kind before, but well, apart from your friend, who is very distracted and fishing at the moment. But you are.
I'm just climbing out of the water when he says that.
But you are good for conversation, and I thank you for that.
Likewise. Are they still as energetic about the fish?
Oh god, it's slimy. Are they all like this?
It's not slimy, it's water and shells.
It's kind of slippery. Can I look around to see if there's any like driftwood, dried driftwood or anything?
Yeah, sure.
Laying around?
Right next to you, in fact, just to your left, you see a rather flat rock that you can sit on, or if you want to put the fish down on it. With the Dirty 20, you managed to get a pretty good shot at it, so it's not really like moving around or anything. You basically took it out in one hit.
Pierce the head.
Meanwhile,
Okay,
Ethu's first javelin is nowhere to be found. It's gonna probably bob up.
I tied it to a rope.
Huh? Oh yeah, you tied it
I
to a
tied a
rope.
rope to it
Yeah,
so I can reel it back in. Otherwise, I'm
yeah,
pretty sure I landed my javelin to
Okay. yeah.
Leo.
Yeah, the first attempt failed quite miserably. But yeah,
I'd like to go over to this rock then, and I'm gonna start pulling from my bag, pots, some pots, and basically some
cook it
cooking
now?
utensils, and I'm placing the fish in the pot, and then I'm grabbing like another pot that I have, and I'm filling it with seawater, and I'm starting to get some driftwood together to start a fire to start cooking the fish.
You're gonna cook
Nice.
here right now?
Yeah, well, it's better fresh, right?
Depends.
It's better
On?
than him having it in his bag and Ben cooking it. Just saying.
I mean, unless you're hungry.
She's gonna like touch her belly and just hear a little rumble. She's like, I am actually a bit hungry.
Well, I don't really get fish very often. I'd really quite like to eat it. Right now.
Alright. Let's cook some fish then. And I add the fish that I caught as well.
nice.
I'll cut it up into like chunks, and you'll see me add like some kind of spice. I have spices and stuff, and I just have this ladle, and I'm kind of stirring it, like full of confidence, and I'm actually gonna roll
Yep.
to see if it's any good. I am rolling a d6 5 to 6 is good. Anything below that is bad. It's a 2. There we go.
He's just gonna go over and like look how we made the fish and be like, oh god, no.
Yeah, Victor's looking suspicious as well.
Have you made much food before?
Oh, all the time. Well, not much fish.
Yeah.
But it looks good, and you like see like a fish head bob up, and it like looks at you, and then sinks down back into the pot.
Did you remove the bones?
That's
Did you
not
remove the
really how you
organs?
cook fish.
She's just gonna hold
Leo.
up her mouth, and you can see that she's basically just holding up a little bit of something that's trying to come up from her belly and be like,
Well, there's a waste of a perfectly good fish. You're
Right?
just eating it raw.
You're judging it before you taste it.
She's
It
just
does
gonna be
not
like,
look-
I'm just gonna need some fresh air, and she's gonna walk over here and be like, basically trying not to throw her away, like.
Victor's gonna go up to her and just hand her one of his other rations he has in the bag that are actually edible. Like, here. Take this.
He's gonna put it in a bag and be like,
Victor and Siri, please roll me a perception check.
Perception?
Yes.
Oh.
Perception.
I am too busy being sick.
I'm pretty sure I clicked perception.
Yeah,
It's not letting me roll.
that is weird.
I'm gonna try and restart. Let's see.
Yeah. It has been strange after the latest update, so it might just be that you have to roll manually if it doesn't work.
When I rolled, everything went fine. No problems.
Same.
Even when I went on the
Uh,
test call before it started.
Let's see, perception.
So I had some issues earlier,
Settings.
but it helped just restarting.
Stream dice rolls. Maybe? I don't know.
Sometimes it will roll and just not show the dice on the screen.
Yeah, but it's not doing anything of the sorts at all. Let's see, let's try again.
Otherwise, just roll manually and we'll solve it later. I mean, if you have physical dice, you can roll those too.
Yeah, but they are too hard to reach, but... Alright. 4. $12.
Do you have anything plus?
Yeah, roll an 8 plus 4. So 12.
As you're standing there trying to comfort Siri, neither of you managed to see the 3 individuals walking up to you. And the first one, the closest to you, lumbers over to Siri and just looks at the both of you, head tilting back and forth, trying to seems to try to understand what they're looking at.
Do I see them as they're looking at us?
You don't notice them until they're right on Siri. Too busy trying to look after Siri. You see this woman. You don't see this woman until she's like right there, almost seemingly have come around the big rocks on the beach. And
Does she seem aggressive?
No, she's not. No, she's not aggressive at all. But this seems to be something off, like really odd.
Can I pull Siri to
No,
behind
Siri-
me?
Yeah, Siri, your back is to this woman.
Okay.
Can I pull Siri behind me?
She'll let you.
She's too busy being like this, so she's basically just getting shoved everywhere. So, there
I
you
say, hey guys, got something over here.
All three of them, two that look like they're women and one man, just keep walking up towards Siri and Victor.
Do I know what they are?
Give me
Do they want fish stew?
yeah, as you call out Leo, Victor, give me a history check. And Leo, as you call out, you see the attention of the woman. Well, you can't see them because there's a centaur in the way. But Victor, you see the attention of the woman shift. And as it does, you see that you notice that half of her face seems to be covered by a golden mask.
Nat 20?
Yeah,
one?
with a nat 20 it occurs to you that these might be what you have heard of before, called Returned. Basically, undead that have managed to escape from the underworld by taking a dangerous route, and on their path lost all personality and all memories.
They are returned ones.
The
They
danger?
shall.
Nice. She's gonna be
They
like,
are abominations.
Say no more.
They don't have personality
Get
or
my
any
axe out.
memories.
Very nice thing to say.
And I'm holding it ready.
They are
It is a
abominations
fact.
to nature.
They're undead.
You have me at abomination. Let's go.
I've been called an abomination my whole life. Don't say that.
I'm sorry?
You are a lovely living soul. These are dead.
Thank you.
They have no place in this realm.
As the man shuffles closer, what first looked like an actual face you now see is a golden mask, golden looking mask covered in like seaweed and not barnacles but like grime, which prevented it from glinting at first, but as he moves, the way you can tell that it's a man is because the male features of the mask.
Do the female have any similar mask?
The other female has a similar mask and similarly grimy. The first female on the other hand, you can see part of her eye through a crack in the mask. So only only half of her face is still covered by it.
Okay.
They don't seem aggressive, right?
No. They seem to be almost curious, but they have no sense of personal space.
I have 3 bowls for my kitchen utensils, so I'm going to serve up 3 bowls of my stew, and kind of make my way over and be like, oh, I'm sure you're hungry. I need taste testers anyway.
Siri's gonna whisper to Victor like, is he trying to poison them? Is he trying to make them angry?
No,
You don't hear it because I'm whispering into Victor's
Oh.
ear. She's like, is he trying to make them mad?
I don't know.
I'm coming across very sincere. I'm like offering these bowls out.
The woman at the front takes the bowl and then sniffs at it, still looking at you with a tilted head, and then just looks over, and then you hear a sound that is just so strange. It's almost like with some goodwill you can almost interpret it as grateful, and then you hear a "Wah,"
It's
from
fish stew.
Yes, fish. It's
Do I,
delicious.
Well, I think it's delicious. I haven't tasted it yet.
do I remember fish?
I'm sure you will once you taste it.
She lifts the bowl and just takes a mouthful and
Takes poison damage. I'm
His
sorry,
cooking is that
cooking
good.
isn't that bad.
no, she scrunches her face up and then takes another sip of it.
I
She
think it's really bad.
I think she's enjoying it.
Maybe they
Yeah.
like it.
I
Battlefield is
see.
gonna die in like a
You
second.
judged it before you even tasted it.
If she's lucky, she doesn't have any taste buds.
Don't worry, I got some more, and I'll head back to my pot.
Meanwhile, she hands the bowl over to the male of the group, and he does basically the same. Like, you see that awkward thing where it like disappears under the mask partially, and there's like fish stew on the bottom of the mask. And hands it back, and then he takes like a step back and drops the bowl. And you get this not pained but almost angry sound. Just the
I don't think he liked the stew.
Maybe it was a fish cook and he got angry because it was so badly cooked.
Maybe.
Cool.
Doesn't look happy though.
No.
I'm still just standing there with my axe ready,
yeah.
just waiting for the
Nah.
moment that this turns into a fight.
I have my staff ready as well.
Oh, maybe they like music, and she's gonna take out her violin and just like start playing a little bit. Like, please don't hurt us.
Drozan has gone back to Leo and just like as he's going to go get more food for them, I'm just going to go, these beings are not living. They do not crave sustenance from what we would have, food and water. Careful. Just protect yourself. I think this will go bad very quickly.
They're not living, and I will use one of my divine senses to see if they definitely are undead.
Yep.
So I can locate any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet of where I am.
Yeah.
Isn't LupoZo considered Fae? Because Centaur?
Sorry?
Don't know if it's still so with Centaurs are considered to be Fae, aren't they?
Yes, that's right.
So
Okay.
yeah, so you would see Drozan light up from the divine sense, and then 3 different lights from the 3 that you're facing. So what kind of colors do these have, Leo? Like, what would they look like?
I
to
would
you?
say they're different for different things. So celestial will be like a yellow, fiend would be like a crimson red, and undead would be a pretty much black. So yeah, depending on, that's how I would depict
Okay, so
how I
you-
know which is which.
Yeah. So what would Fae be? So you can see Fae as well, right?
Fae would be pink.
Okay, so Drozan is covered in pink,
Yay!
and the 3 over by the rest of the party would be like a dark grayish black.
Oh, it appear you're right. Well, I can't. I can't really let them live if they're walking in the land of living.
Indeed not. This is our
Seriously,
mission.
like playing the violin like a really sad song. Like these are dead, right?
We
Funeral song.
we must return these to the land, to the realm of the dead. This is where they belong. It is a abomination in the eyes of Nyalia, who's my goddess, and I'm sure that you agree.
Yes, I'm sure they'll only bring disaster to the harvest. And
Honestly, as long as the purpose fight, everything's fine.
and I'm gonna sort of say, cover me, and I kind of come around the back of like his horse end. And I'll
Big
take
rear end.
yeah, the big rear end, and I'll take initiative, and I will throw a javelin at the closest one.
While I see this happening, like everyone is going ready, I'm like, I'm just gonna move over here because they're starting to fight. She's basically just backing up, playing the violin.
Okay, everyone please roll initiative, or if you're rolling physically, do give me the roll so I can add it manually.
Will I get some
Oh,
get a surprise round?
17.
How do we know? Well,
Do we get a surprise round if I'm throwing? First,
Leo
or the-
gets a surprise round.
Eesh. I'm 8.
Okay, so eight. Give me that. 8. There we go. Let me see.
15.
Nice. Leo, what's your dex modifier?
It's +3. So I was 5 +3, so it's 8.
Okay, I'm just checking who has the highest dex. So you would be before. Which one would that be?
I'm a 16 dex.
So you would be before this guy. But yeah, you're first because basically you're taking initiative here and surprising everyone around you.
Yes.
But since your allies are like, what the?
Okay. I'm rolling a javelin attack. That is
Yes.
10. 15.
15 will hit. Yes.
Okay. 1d6 +3. Oh, that's a 6, 7, 8, 9 points of damage. Piercing damage.
Nice. Which one are you aiming for?
The closest one, so between the two.
Okay. So.
To my allies.
So it would be the woman with the broken mask.
guys, how do you ping on the map? I don't know how to do that.
Double click.
Double click.
Double click.
Yeah. Whoops, sorry, I just moved it for everyone.
Yay!
It's not.
No, that didn't work.
Sometimes
Okay,
a
right.
bit
Okay,
slow.
okay. Okay, I got it. Yeah. All right.
And I got my dices to work as well.
Nice. Awesome. Yeah.
Hey, things are coming together.
As your javelin hits through, once again, because you're having luck with javelins today, you see the woman with the cracked mask stagger back as the javelin hits her straight in the chest, and she's bleeding profusely. But it's not red, it's just this kind of swamp waterish green that keeps running out. And just staining her clothes, and from the tear in her clothes you can see that she has some kind of leather underneath, but it just pierced straight through it.
They're not good fish, is what I shout.
Leave my fish alone.
That brings us to the top of the round, and where are you at? that one. So the one at the back, the male steps forward. Let's see what he will do. And from the belt, they bring out a sling. He just starts. No wait, they step back and start swinging the sling, and you can see the glinting of a metal ball in it from time to time as the sunlight hits it, and it's going to try and hit Ethu with it. So let's see if I can actually hit something with that sling. It is back. No, that's a 9. What?
That misses.
How does it miss? Like, what do you do for it to
It
miss?
just flies straight past me, not even close.
Yeah. You hear a sound, and it hisses angrily. And it is now your turn.
Ah, well!
It's gonna stop.
Just let out this war rage.
Yeah. Nice.
I'm going after the one that slinking.
Yep.
So then with my great axe, I'm going in for a hit.
Yes.
This is fuck spam.
No. As the axe comes in, you see the golden mask glint in sunlight as they dodge under, just out of reach of the great axe. But you can you could see it splitting hairs.
This is reckless. Okay, that's it for me.
Yes. That means it's Drosan's. You're up.
Okay. I'm going to do my charge. Hooves. I'm going to charge up to this one. So I'm going to go yoinks. There we go. So that's a bonus attack of
Yeah.
my hooves. So do I just click this? I don't know. Okay,
Yes,
there we go.
you do.
Yes,
There
you
you
do.
go. Scene.
Ooh, yeah, 19 hits.
Cool. So how do I roll damage, or is it already done?
No,
No, you just
there should be a thing next to hit, where you can. Where
Oh,
it
there
says
you go.
what damage
Okay.
you do.
Did I do it? I pressed the button to hit and then just disappeared.
Let me.
you have to do the hit button, there is the damage button. It's all under the actions tab. If you just go to actions and all this should be at the top. Even your hoof should be there because this is an action to use.
Yes. So right next
Like
to
my class there.
yeah, so right next to the +5 to hit, you have a 1d6 +3. So under actions.
As far as I can see.
But yeah, you don't have to roll for it because that +3 will be enough to kill it.
Okay.
But yeah, how do you kill this thing?
Okay. Sorry, I'm so new to D&D Beyond.
Oh, no,
I
it's
don't know
fine.
what I'm doing.
It's absolutely fine.
Okay. This is actually the first battle I've ever had in D&D
Oh,
Beyond.
you're doing
Okay,
great.
so-
My first time was a disaster.
So I charge up and I raise myself up and my front hooves come up and I just stomp on this guy's face. And he falls, I guess.
Yeah. So your hooves collide with the mask, the half mask, and you just see the person fall. Face basically crushed by your hooves. There we go. Do you want to do anything else? With
Yeah, well, that was a bonus action. So as my action, then I would like to fire my bow. at
Absolutely.
the. Oopsie. Here we go. This guy.
Yep, absolutely.
Okay. Cool. So I just press this, I guess.
Yep. And right next to that button is the where the die says, is where you click to roll damage. That doesn't hit
Right.
though.
Oh, I see. Okay, right. I get it now.
Yeah.
Okay, right. Okay,
Yeah.
I got you guys. All right,
A
fine.
9 unfortunately does not hit. So once again, like it sees that arrow coming and just dodges in out of the way.
Now
So
know
you
how
click
it
the
works,
hit.
though.
You click the hit dice square, and then you click the damage if you are successful.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, I got it now. Okay, cool. Thanks.
Yes.
Hey, you learn.
You learned a lot faster
Yes.
than I did.
It's the first time I've played this on D&D Beyond. It's
Yeah.
very cool, though, I must say. Very nice.
It's very easy. Once you like learn it, it's like it's intuitive. You just click buttons and it does everything for you. But learning that bit is just yeah okay.
Okay, so my arrow sails over his head, and he, I suppose, looks at me.
Yeah, he's not very happy. Let's see. Let me check with these guys. Okay, they kind of smart. So he takes a step forward and then like big Leonin. No. He's gonna slap me with that thing if I step away. So he's gonna.
Ah,
Yeah.
you just hit me. I'm here. Come on, hit me.
Yeah, why not?
Yes,
You
I'm
hear
here.
you hear the shh of a scimitar being drawn out of a leather holder, and he basically twirls around and tries to strike at you. Let's see how that goes. Oh yes, that's a 22.
It hits.
So that is 7 slashing damage.
Okay.
Plus.
Just because I.
Yeah.
Oh wait, there's more.
Yes, and as the blade just touches your skin, you feel this searing pain.
Well, because I want to use my supernatural gift,
Yeah.
Unscarred Resilience, in order to reduce that damage.
Okay.
Does that go before or after I resist the damage? Like I'm waiting, so resistance to slashing, bludgeoning, and piercing.
Okay, you
So
have.
do I first?
Uh,
Very engaging. So
Yeah,
yeah,
it
I'll
would-
just apply resistance.
it would be just as you get hit, so you would have
Okay, so
resistance
first-
to it. Wait, yeah, you would roll.
I would roll a d12 plus 4, and the amount I rolled
Yeah,
is subtracted from the damage.
yeah, that's the because it deals 6 slashing damage to you. You would reduce the
Yeah.
slashing damage with what you roll. You still take.
Yeah.
No wait. 7 slashing damage. You can reduce, but you still take 6 poison damage as well.
I reduced it at the total.
Because you can reduce slashing, piercing, or bludgeoning damage.
No, that's only from the resistance that I naturally have from Varian.
Okay.
I was talking about the supernatural gift we could
Yeah,
choose. Because that is, I roll a d12 at my constitution, and the
Yeah.
damage I take is
Okay.
subtracted by that number.
Absolutely. So you would
So I
take.
don't know what goes first, the resilience or resistance?
Resilience would go first. So you, if you're resistant to the damage, you half the damage. So instead of
Yeah,
7, you take
I don't
3
know.
slashing your damage.
Yeah, no, just responding which one goes
Uh,
first.
Yeah, and then you roll to reduce the total damage. If I understand it right, yeah. So
Okay,
with 11,
so-
so you would take no damage from this.
There we go, just
Yeah,
scratches off my skin doing absolutely nothing.
yeah. You feel that burning
Yeah.
from the poison, but it's like, that did nothing.
Exactly. Come on, you call it a hit?
Nice. That is really nice.
When he wants for short rest, but just
Yeah. That would mean that is Leo's turn.
Okay, just checking one thing. It is a bonus action. I will invoke my devotion to Carmetra, and as my bonus action, for 1 minute, spectral plants start to grow over my shield, covering Phoenix Egg, and making my shield larger. It gives me a +1 to my AC.
Nice.
I will draw my sword and run 30 feet to join my comrades, and I will strike at this one with my longsword.
Which one? The closest?
The blue one.
Yeah, that one. Yes. Okay. Yep. Absolutely.
Okay. That is a 15.
That hits.
Okay, I'm going to put a divine smite on it because I know that they are undead.
Yep.
guys.
Oh
So
yeah.
it's 1d. Let me roll the 1d8 first. 1d8. So 5 slashing
Yes.
plus. Just check what divine smite is because it's extra for the undead, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
So, I think it's an extra D8 or D6.
It's 2d8 plus another, so it's 3d8. So 2,
Super bad.
4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 points of radiant damage.
Sheesh. How do you want to do it?
How did you want to do it?
I kind of just sort of kick in the sand as like I kick off with this like real spring in my step of the sand. Siri will probably see like a divot in the sand. I just really quickly moved into position, and the Leonin will probably hear by the order of the deity Kamecha, you do not belong in this world. I'm sorry, but I must send you back as I just pierce it straight through where I think the heart would be.
Nice. Yeah, it's basically at this. But you basically see this just light pierce through this. What looks like a woman with a golden mask as she crumbles before you at your feet. And yes, that was just a little bit of overkill, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That's part of the campaign.
You basically squashed a fly with like a mallet.
Basically.
One that explodes them and one that stabs on them. This is great.
And I just kind of say, may your ash support further growth into the.
Nice. I like that. I really like
Oh,
that.
actually, at that point, can I just say that Drozen like hears that because I'm standing not too far,
Yeah.
and I acknowledge that and take note.
Yep. Absolutely.
Okay.
Anything else you want to do on your turn? Anything else you
No.
can do on your turn?
Nope, that's it.
Okay. That would mean it's Victor's turn.
Alright, so I will just move over and get into combat as well. Not wanting to be left out, so I'm gonna get over here. And I'm gonna slam with my quarterstaff into the face. See if I can crush the mask.
Yes. Yeah, that hits.
Let's see.
Oof. Yeah,
What? 9 damage.
nice. Yeah, you see the mask crumble under your staff, and this really blank expression seems to just form as the pieces of the mask fall off.
Alright, and then I'm gonna use the staff as a... I kind of use it as a balance pole,
Yep.
and then jump with it and make 2 attacks as I use a flurry of blows as well.
Okay, yep. Just remember to remove a key point.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
Oh yeah,
16 and 15.
both of those hit. Damn.
For another 13 damage.
Yeah, how do you want to do it?
So as I push myself up in the air, I'll just basically do a kneeling. Like I do a knee into the face, and then I do a heel kick straight down into the ground,
Ah,
and using the momentum as a front flip and land on the ground.
nice.
And then I
Really
just
nice.
brush my clothes off on the effort.
Nice.
You gotta love a monk. Come on.
Yeah, monks are amazing.
Love monks.
Okay, why is this not updating? No, you're dead.
You did.
There you go. At your feet now lay the bodies of 3 dead. Well, 3 dead? Over dead? Again dead?
Then
I don't know.
they're not so living anymore.
Not so
They did again?
living.
Oh,
Return.
overstaying living people.
Yes.
Florida residents.
They overstayed their residence, yes.
I mean, yeah, they overstay the residents. Around you is this stench of brine and swamp water as the dead lay on the ground, their life essence sipping out between your feet and into the sand.
I immediately look around to see if there's any more enemies coming. First in this direction, and then in any other direction.
You don't see anything on this beach. It seems almost serene after this threat has been dealt with. You can see a few thorns growing out of the cliff walls and a school of fish just moving lazily about, but there's no other threat.
I still have divine sense on, and I don't sense anything else apart from
Yeah, no.
a fey creature.
Yeah, the only creature that you can notice is Drozan. Everything else has been
That's
dealt
it.
with.
I
Peter is used a bit.
I'm gonna say, let us bury these poor souls, for it was not their fault that they were here. We served a
Come back
purpose.
later.
We served a purpose, and just,
No,
but they deserve a burial.
You would basically notice that the violin playing has stopped. And if you look at Siri, she's just a blank, like really stopped everything. She's kind of in shock, like, you, are we just supposed to go killing people? And she's gonna have a little flip out.
Don't you worry, those things ruin people.
She's kind of like panicking now because she doesn't really like. Okay, they were here. They're kind of living. They're.
Victor goes to her and put his hand on her shoulder and says, "We'll be fine. But yes,
Is
It seems
this
like we're
how-
gonna be killing things from now on.
I'm not a murderer, if you haven't noticed. I'm an entertainer.
He smiles at her and says, I know you're not a killer.
I shouldn't be here. I should be in a tavern playing.
Well, you wanted to go on an adventure.
I
And I'm
want to do
and
that and see the world, not murder.
I'm sorry to say, but out here in the world, it's not as innocent as with what you grew up with. Out here, it's sometimes peaceful, but more often than not, people die from conflicts, fights, murders, thieves, bandits, gods, demons, you name it.
Justice is what I'm supposed to be.
That's why I'm here, to protect you.
I guess.
I will never leave your side. Okay?
If you say so.
I do say so.
We really should bury them, though. It wasn't their fault.
I believe our holy people are working on that.
Are we calling them holy people now?
Well,
Like a goblin.
they seem to be holy people.
Just
At
gotta
le-
look
at-
to,
at-
like,
at least-
around, like,
At least the centaur.
well, I guess your friend is kind of holy-ish? Maybe not the brightest, but looks like he knows what he's doing.
When I met him, he was only a farmer. But
Well, he
he kind of looks
lost
towards him and
someone.
says, "There seems to be more to him now than there used to be."
He just
You would-
blew up someone.
As you look at me, I'm
Yes.
sheathing my
Notice.
sword, bending down, and I'm like brushing my hand with the ash and the sand to mix the two.
Well, it's kind of a burial, I guess.
I'm not too religious, so I wouldn't really know how burials work. The only thing I know is I avoided my own, barely.
Hey, Leo, now we don't smell your bad soup, we smell the other horrible things.
Hey, you don't need to insult his soup again. Already.
I just gave him a compliment that the dead people smell worse than his soup.
That's not a compliment. That's basically saying the only thing worse than his soup is dead people.
I just want to say, you see Drozan pick up one of the closest corpses, and hold on. Oh shit! Sorry. There you go. The
Yep.
ping. Okay, and take him to the water's edge and throw him in.
I
gonna
want to
say-
I want to stop him from throwing the body in the ocean, please.
As I do so, though, just before you do, I'm gonna say, nature reclaims offspring, and I'm gonna chuck it in.
That's gonna still stop him.
Okay.
Are you
So
resisting?
are you gonna grab my arm or something?
I'm trying to grab your arm. Yes. Are you gonna resist or anything?
I'll stop and look at you and say, look down at you and say, what is it? Why would you not want me to properly bury this person?
These bodies aren't completely pure. I fear that if you throw their bodies in the water, it will taint the water and kill the fish. I can't allow you to do that.
Ah. Okay, well, I agree. I would not want to kill any natural life. What makes you believe this?
It is my belief that anything undead is impure, whereas any animal or marine animal is pure and should remain pure by not having impurities infiltrate it, like you throwing undead in the sea.
You may be right, and I would accept your argument. I would not want to harm nature. So, would you propose?
I agree that burying is a suitable means.
Very well. Let us bury them here on the beach. Shall we bury them on the beach?
I kind of point towards the thorny area.
Victor is just sitting down on the ground, kind of pointing with his stick in the sand, and like, and this is why I avoid religious people. They always debate on how to do things the right way. 3 hours later, I swear to you, straight, in 3 hours, they still haven't burned those things.
Well, it looks like they're agreeing now.
And now,
Honestly, just
yeah,
throw them on a pile and burn them.
just wait until they do the final sermons and do like the final words or anything like that. And they're gonna disagree on what final words are the right words. So,
Much with religious people, but they seem interesting.
I mean, they are funny. It's kind of funny, but they just drag things out too long.
Oh, do you remember like the religious person being outside the brothel with the holy water? Ah,
Probably do.
good
Or
times.
maybe I don't. Maybe I just drank it away or just erased it from history.
Yeah, sure.
But yeah, no. I avoid religious people normally, but they seem cool.
Yeah, they seem fine. I would still like to ride on Joseph's back though.
I mean, did he say you could?
I haven't asked that.
You know what? When he least expects it, I will help you get up there and just see how he reacts. Okay?
You want me to die? What if it throws
No,
me off?
I want you to have some excitement. Okay? And I'll catch you if he throws you off.
I just ask him like a normal person and I'm patting him on the back.
Yeah, I thought you actually wanted some fun as well. Alright.
It's not fun dying.
I know. I almost did once.
You never told me about it. I'm just walking off.
I mentioned it.
So, how's the burying going?
Let's just say at this point, like I presume, 10 minutes, 15 minutes have gone by. We're digging ditches for these guys in the sand.
Ether is just watching you dig.
You're just walking over here and starts playing the saddest tune ever, like funeral, really funeral. Yeah.
Hey, in that case, if you're playing, then I'm playing with you.
So let's
Yeah,
say after
really
another 10 minutes or, let's say another 15 minutes or so, we've got deep enough to 3 ditches deep. Because I've been using my hooves and whatnot, and presume, Leo, you've been helping?
Yeah.
Alright. So Leo's been helping as well, so we've been digging ditches. Anybody else been helping? Huh?
We are giving emotional support.
What
Like
what
playing.
kind of tune are you playing?
What kind of tune do you want me to play?
I'm just following the bard's lead.
What kind of mood is it?
Well, it was sad because it was sad, but when you started dinging, she would basically pick up her speed. Like maybe if I play faster, they dig faster.
Dun, 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 dun.
Chopin's funeral march. Do, 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 do.
So we put these bodies in the ground and we start covering them up. And at this point, I will look to Leo and I will say, "You have a prayer ready, or would you like me to?"
I kind of find it hard to pray. I'd rather do this, and I kind of look behind me to the other two playing, and I'll pull out some panpipes.
Okay.
So
I'll just.
And I kind of play like, I can only describe it as like I want to say it's like a song from Zelda, like Link's Awakening kind of song, kind of like that.
Nice.
So it's quite upbeat, but it's kind of like a little bit respectful as well.
She's slowly joining just to make it a little bit more gentle because she's like, "You're going way too fast for this. This is actually not a happy to you."
Oh, I might have some.
But it's like it's really yeah, it's kind of like that. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, lovely. There you go.
Perfect. Find more things like that, because I'm going to be doing it a hell of a lot.
Oh, I have over 400 songs I can pick from. So.
Yay!
Hey.
There you go. Alright.
Yes. So I'm playing this pan flute.
As they're playing, I'm just going to say, we attacked you with no malice. We are just trying to turn you to where you should be. Return to the realm of the natural order of life and death. May you find peace, and may you find tranquility in your afterlife. And I'm kind of gonna do some gestures and stuff, and that's it.
Rest in peace. The end.
Yay, thanks.
Destroying the moment. She's like basically like, "Oh god."
I finished playing and I just turned to Victor with like a little sneer.
So,
Okay, I'm
Have some respect.
sorry.
So where are we going?
As you look around, you can see that the sun seems to be moving towards late afternoon over the waves. The golden light of the setting sun is getting longer, like the shadows are getting longer and longer in the crystal blue waters.
So people want to stay here for the night, or should we try and find maybe an inn so I can play and sleep in a good, comfortable bed?
Do we see
We're sleeping under the stars.
Lillith from here?
From where you're sitting, or where you're standing, you can see Melithis across the bay. So it would be almost a half-day trek to get there. If nothing comes up, or if you're holding a rather brisk pace. The tides come in and out, so it could be difficult to walk, and you're on sand at this point. So at least half a day's walk.
Well, we have Melithis over there. Gather a half day's walk. We could go there, although then we basically have to go back to trace down this guy as well.
also
What
guy
time
I'm
of day
looking
is it,
for,
by the way?
he had a settlement around this beach, didn't he?
Yeah, there
For
is a
sure.
settlement between you and Melitis. It's late afternoon now, so it's maybe between 5 and 6. Almost evening.
Hmm. How about we put some steps behind us and set up some camp closer to this settlement?
Oh yeah, sure. Give me 1 sec, and I run back. Collect my javelin, and then I collect the fish stew, and the rest of the pots and pans.
Absolutely.
Run back.
You keep walking for about an hour. The ground is sandy and it's not difficult terrain, but you're starting to feel sore by the time you end up at this. Let's see. Come on, load. Please be. There we go. This settlement. You see people walking back and forth. The fishermen have just come in with the haul of the day. And there is sound and laughter everywhere. Let me see if I can get this to start. There we go. As you round the corner to the bay, so this map is a little bit weird, but you're basically in this area now. Before you were a little bit further down, so you're going around the bend towards Melitis.
Okay.
As you come around that corner, you see a young woman sitting or standing next to the water's edge, overlooking the small pier. You can see 3 fishing vessels in the bay.
Is it a human woman?
Yes, she's human. She's dressed in the garbs from Melitis, and she looks rather annoyed. As you draw closer, you can hear her muttering to herself, like, if only I could... Maybe if I can convince them. Yes, I would have to convince them. It would be such a great... Yeah, absolutely, I would need to do that. Yeah. She's basically talking to herself. And she's walking back and forth.
Then you have, like, Siri just taking on her shoulder, like, what are you talking about?
Oh dear! Oh, hi!
I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to be like... I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to scare you.
Oh, yeah, okay, oh, you're one of... Oh, you're one of the tieflings! You're one of those that, Lord Perforos made!
She's like bowing, like, that's me.
Oh, what? Oh, I'm so, it's such an honor to meet you. I've never actually met tieflings before. Oh, there's another one there. Hi, oh well, I don't really have, well, I have a problem, and, maybe you can help?
Tell me about it.
So...
Kind of problem?
So, my superior sent me out to talk to the elder of this village, or the settlement, because they refused to join the police of Melitis, and I was sent out to maybe try and convince them, but I think they think I'm too young to be doing things like this. So,
How old are you?
oh, I'm 19.
That's
just-
old enough.
She's just a baby.
Oh, I have studied all my life at the temples. I
Oh.
And who's your superior?
her name is Astra.
Alright. Astra. Who? What does she do? What do you do?
Well, she's the librarian. Well, she's a librarian, and I'm basically her assistant. You could call me that, yeah. And so, but then it wouldn't really make sense to her. Well, she was told that we should add this settlement to the region, and I'm here to basically take a census. But they refuse to even acknowledge that they should be part of the police, and so I was told I should convince them so we can take the census and know how many people live here.
What did you say your name was again?
Oh, I'm so sorry. My name is Alesta. Yes, it's very easy to confuse with my superior, but her name is Astra. My name is Alesta.
Lestra or Lestra?
Alesta. It's A-L-E-S-T-A.
Okay.
I get
Your
that question a
superior?
lot of the time because our names are so similar, mine and my
Yeah.
superiors.
Your superior's name was Alestra?
No, Astra.
Astra, okay.
Yes.
Lestra. Names.
So, you were sent here to convince these people to join your cause, kind of?
No. I was here to take a census for the whole region,
Oh.
but they refused to even admit that they belong to Melatis. So I asked my superior what I should do, and she said that I should convince them to join the region again, but they're technically already part of the region. I don't really understand it.
Not really good with politics, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think it has to do with taxes, but why they would send a library assistant to do the census, I don't understand. I think Astra made someone mad.
That's not good.
No.
Oh, your superior made someone mad, and instead of doing the job she got herself, she sent you.
That sounds likely, yes.
Incompetent.
But I have a chance to actually gain favor with Efara if I do this, and I'm sure the goddess would be very happy to bring civilizations to other regions.
But why would they send a librarian's assistant to do that? And not like a politician or something, or someone who actually has some more say in the city?
I didn't ask.
No.
I was told to come here to do a census, and when they refused, I asked what I should do, and Astra told me to convince them to join the city again. Although they are technically already part of the city, and I don't understand it.
Did you ask them why they don't want to be part of the city?
They said something about the city not even protecting them from the ocean, and they will not pay taxes if they're not getting protection.
You
Yeah,
told
problem
your
with the
superior
oceans?
that-
Like what?
Why aren't they getting protected?
They are so far away from the city that the city guard can't spare the manpower at this point.
It's half a day away.
But what is threatening them from the ocean then?
Well, the fisherman I talked to, he said it was a sea monster, but fishermen have a tendency to exaggerate.
Sea monster.
Yes.
Well, as it just happens, we are looking for a... The race again? Titan. Apparently a very big one. To the
I don't.
uneducated mind, it might be a sea monster.
That could be it, yes. It's very possible. But I don't know because the fishermen didn't make any sense, really. I mean, there are monsters in the sea, but they rarely come this far inland.
I see. Well, I'm points in the direction of the fisherman, and I'm sure we can find some way to make sense of it.
I'm pretty sure tritons aren't normally regarded as monsters.
Hey, peasants, you never know.
Well, the fisherman I
Basically,
talked to is still on the pier. I'm sorry?
But apparently, Old Titan is supposed to be very big.
You can basically just see like they're talking about that and she's still thinking about the politics, like, so they're part of the city, but they don't help them, and they want them to pay taxes for not getting help. She is thinking this in her head, and you can just see her like,
Yeah, it doesn't make sense to me either. I would not pay taxes to a city that didn't protect
she's like taking
me
her
either.
head like this.
So I don't.
She's just taking her head and be like, so you want people to take taxes to not get protected because they're too far away?
Well, you would think that, yeah, well, if they do come in and they do, maybe they could get their own guards if they belong to the city. Like, not city guards, but their own guards.
Which they could anyway without paying taxes.
It's very confusing.
Well, you
That
have
would
a
be the
point.
This is
difference
a-
between untrained guards and trained guards.
Well,
I need a drink.
you have. Well, we do have. Well, we don't. We have an. We have an ale house. Well, it's
Yeah,
it's most. It is just.
This is a village which should be protected by its own people. Where are your warriors?
Well, well, I don't really live here, but they do have. I wanted to call them warriors, but they have hunters.
We should meet with these hunters to find out more what they have learned, because if you are being plagued by this monster, it will be very beneficial in us.
Could we not then
finding
talk to the
weakness.
fisherman?
Just gonna point out though that this place is not joining Lillith because they're not protecting them, but they want them to pay tax for not getting protected. And the reason they want protection is from this sea creature. But if we kill this sea creature, then we protected them without them getting protected from Lillith. So why would they pay taxes then even? I don't get this.
Oh, they also get the benefits of being part of a city.
Which is?
They don't
This is
have to
no
pay the
city.
toll to trade.
Are they trading now?
No, not as far as I know, but that could be because the toll is expensive.
I look at the settlement. Does it look like it's a poor settlement, or does it look like it's kind of thriving?
It looks kind of thriving. Like they look to be self-sufficient. They have a field. They have some grape orchards, and they have some wheat fields. It's enough. With the fishing, I have a hair blowing in my face. with the fishing, it seems like they have more than enough to feed themselves.
They
With the
don't look like they
crops,
need to trade.
yeah, like with the crops, they can't trade any crops, but they could be trading the fish.
So
Well, what if
basically,
we-
they would trade fish and pay taxes. They won't have to pay toll, but they won't get any protection unless they get own guards, which they could without paying taxes, because that tax money could go to guards instead. Which technically would be us if we're actually dealing with this sea creature. So then they wouldn't be paying taxes anyway.
But wouldn't anyone want to join a city? City is so... like, living in a city is like the best.
Technically speaking, I belong to
I have only negative experiences with
Yeah.
living in a city.
You'll see Drozan spit on the floor.
I quite like my rural farm, to be fair.
Am I the only one from the city?
The city is nothing but a collection of lost souls.
I'm from a village, I'm fine.
I'm
Which is-
actually from a city, and I can tell you, I'd rather not live in a city.
But
Well, I did play in Melonfest sometimes when I was forced to.
well,
You have a problem here. You have no guards, you have no warriors. The ones that are supposed to protect you do not. I would suggest that you formulate your own militia.
You do know she's not part of this village.
Yeah, she's not part of this. She's trying to convince you to join the city.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
but I mean,
You seem like a really nice person. I really mean that. But I am very confused and I need some ale.
well, yeah. We have an ale house. Well, they have. I've been here too long. They have an ale house. That's just down the beach. You see by the tents.
Oh. Well,
Well,
I'm off to get ale. And she's basically just walking straight.
so yes, I'm not gonna bother you for long, but just think about it, lady. How many pros and how many cons are there? Let's say you lived in this city. What good would it be to join the city if you lived in this place compared to what you don't get or lose?
Well, you would. They could get guards, maybe. Probably their own guards, but not city guards. And toll. They don't have to pay the toll anymore. And maybe roads, but they don't seem to use them. Perhaps. Well, they do have a school of sorts. So they wouldn't need that. Well, they would be part of the city itself, and that's rather cool. Like,
And being dragged into their conflict as well.
oh, that's true. They would be part. They would be part of that. That, yeah. But
To be honest, I don't think you want them to join the city, and I don't think they want to join the city. But we can at least make sure we can help them here.
But what do I tell my superior if I can't join? I need to make the census.
Well, tell them to make some fucking sense first.
That was
Start
funny.
there.
And yes, you get the inspiration for that because the GM found that funny. And if you have it, if you already have inspiration, you can bounce it to someone else who doesn't have it.
I'll take it.
But yeah, GM found that funny. So yes, absolutely. Oh,
Do I see anything particular here? Do I find the house?
yeah, you're standing right in front of this house. There is a very nice orange dyed canopy just outside. I don't remember what those are called, but it's basically on. Why am I having a brain fart right now? But yeah, it's basically on not stakes, but yeah, over an overhang. That's what I was going for. It's an overhang. Under the overhang sits a middle-aged woman. She's just enjoying the last of the sunlight as it sets. Well, behind her. And the alehouse behind her is just alive with people talking, and there are some people still out in the field, but most of them are either indoors or in the alehouse.
Do I see any interesting people?
Most of them are just rugged, kind of farm type, or like hair curled by sea breeze. Fishermen coming in, tired. Well, fishers. There are 3 men and a woman coming in from the boats. Nothing like that really stands out. Like nothing that would be out of place in this place.
So it's basically kind of a tavern.
Yeah, it's kind of a tavern. Yeah, they're like you're used to places. They're more like an inn with sleeping quarters.
Yeah.
This is just an alehouse. It just serves ale. There's no sleeping quarters or dedicated sleeping quarters.
We haven't been in this kind of place in a while, so she's
Yeah.
like, home, home. And she's just gonna walk straight in and be like, I want the ale.
Behind the bar, you find a younger woman. This one, and she smiles at you. Asks, so, ale. You look
Yes,
like.
please. Yes, I'm very confused. I want the ale.
Absolutely. And she pours you a big tankard and just places it. That would be 1 copper coin, please.
She gives her 1 copper.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Find a place wherever you want. The most tables are full, unfortunately, but I'm sure you can find somewhere to sit.
Yes, yes I will. And she's gonna look around and be like, where should I sit? When she remembers, like, fuck, I have people that's gonna come later. Is there any table, a little bigger table that's still not occupied?
Yeah, you look around, and on the side of the bar, almost like tucked in a little, so that it's not a natural place for people just go in and plop down, you see a little bit of a space that could fit most of you.
Guess Rosen's gonna have a little struggle, but it'll be fine.
Yeah, it'll be fine. He's probably big enough to shove the other people out of the way.
Yeah, so she's basically just sitting down and be like, yes, and just start shugging.
And with that scene, that is where we're gonna leave today's session.